What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about how I got my PS5. So, yeah, this is going to be kind of a weird story. I don't know how long this is going to be, but, so basically, how it all started is I was there on the launch day of when they released it, and I was really excited, even though, like, I started getting the PlayStation, like near the end of the generation of the PS4. So, anyways, I'm watching like all these videos come out about like, oh yeah, the PS5 this, PS5 that. So I'm like really excited. I'm like, dang, okay. So like I'm thinking we're gonna be able to go in store and get one, even though I'm dumb. There's a pandemic. So all the stores, obviously, as we all know right now, if you're still trying to get one during this time, is that you can't get one. I mean, you can't just walk in a store and get one, obviously. But I'm sitting all excited with my dad, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's great, but you're gonna have to wait like a year, until we could get one." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, kind of sad, but my dad says, "If you can get one, tell me if you can get one." So I'm like, "All right." So I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna probably have to do online shopping, even though my dad isn't a big online shopper." he just like, "All right, it's fine, go ahead." So I'm just kind of just doing my thing, on that day, like on the day when they still released it, right? Or no, this was like 3 days later, when the PS5's been out for like 3 days. So I was kind of excited, telling my dad, blah blah. I'm going to do online shopping for it. He's like, all right, if you can get one, you can get one, right? So for like the first 3 weeks, I was just constantly on it. Like during online class, I would be watching that crap. Like I would be watching streams about them left and right. Like you wouldn't believe me. Like it was crazy. So my grades started dropping. So yeah, I don't really want to talk about that, but whatever. But I can't even. It's just funny. No, but I'm just chilling. But I have to do class now, so I had to start focusing. My grade goes back up, so I'd probably say I probably don't give up until like, let's see, but I think it was like a 2 month break, and then I went back for like 2 weeks again on that grind of just literally just sitting there listening. I'm sitting there like I have the card and everything, ready to buy one. But during this time, like the PS5 barely just came out. So obviously no one's gonna have the PS5, because like the bots get them. Everyone's still getting used to like how to avoid the bots, right? And all that. So I'm pretty sad. I'm like, I'm starting to feel really weak, man. Like, man, I'm probably not gonna be able to get one until a year, like what my dad said. So after these 2 weeks, I'm like, I still do my research and like how stuff is going. So I start following like those YouTube channels that talk about the PS5 news and all that, right? What you can do with it, all that cool stuff, because I don't have a PS5 right now. I still have only a PS4. So I have a. Sorry, I'm back. I had a little interruption. I had to do something. Anyways. I was watching news about it. I was still pretty excited, so I was like, all right. So I decided to go back for like another 2 weeks. So this goes on and off, back and forth, right? So not until recently, probably like 3 weeks ago, one of these dudes, I forgot his name, dude, but he was so helpful, bro. I'm still really happy about it. So he was live streaming, right? And I got it from two different YouTubers. So the one with the planning, and he was planning like, oh yeah, we're gonna, the PS5 is gonna come out on possibly on a PS Direct. So I was like, all right. So I'm like, it's not guaranteed, so I didn't really want to go for him. Like, but maybe there's a possibility, you know. So I decided to get on during that period. I forgot the time. What I think it was like 1-ish or like 2. No, it was like 2 p.m. And I see the streamer, right? He's the other one who actually was there when I got it. He was in queue getting one, and I was like only like 5 minutes away from getting one. So I was really excited. I went to go tell my dad. He was in the room working right next to me. So I was like, really excited, but I don't want to get like loud and start screaming. So I'm like all excited, all this. I'm like, oh my god, Dad, I actually found one. He's like, oh yeah, good, because he was, I don't even remember what he was doing. He was like writing something. I don't even remember. But I'm doing my thing. I'm really excited. So I finally get it. I have to put in all the information where we live, and they only give you like I think they give you like 10 minutes. So like for nearly like the first 5 minutes, I'm trying to like find like my dad's credit card, because apparently the PSN didn't save it when I put it in. So I was pretty triggered, but I still managed it. So I was still pretty happy about it. So I get it, and I have PS Plus, obviously, so it's like, okay, I can either wait 3 days or use the PS Express, which is only 2. It's like, bro, I'm gonna go with the 2 because I'm already paying for the online subscription, which I think is pretty cool in my opinion. How they actually like let you use that benefit, because they could just totally be like they make you pay more. But I thought that was pretty cool of them to even do that. So for like those 2 whole days, I'm talking to my friends on PS4 about it. I'm like, oh yeah, guys, I got a PS5. They're like, oh yeah, it's great. They didn't seem like they believed me. They probably forgot. So on the day I got it, I was so excited. I was right in the middle of my second to last class when it got delivered, and I was pretty happy that I got it. Obviously. But, it was near my last period. My second to last period in class. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. And so like I have to go to my last class of the day. So I'm like eager that I'm tired. I'm that whole like 50 minutes. That's all I'm thinking about. Like checking out my PS5. I just got. So obviously I just get it, and I'm pretty excited. We decided to set it up, after, and on my TV. So I put it up on my TV. It takes about like, took like a good hour. We have pretty good internet, so if I imagined if you had like decent, it'd probably take you like at least a good 4, depending like what you were planning to install, because like, you had to log into your account first, all that bull crap, and you had to like pick what you want to download. So I'm picking what I want to download, and I'm doing all that, and it takes about an hour, maybe 30 minutes. And now we have to update the controllers, so I have to update the controller, which like takes like 5 seconds. And we have to update the controller. I see the login screen for the first time. Really cool. I loved it. And yeah, that was really it. I log in. I test all the features. The DualSense actually feels really good in your hands. I know that like a lot of people are like, oh, it's gonna be too big now. If you have decently large hands, I'd probably say like decent, your hands aren't gonna feel uncomfortable now, because I know people who had very big hands felt very uncomfortable with the PS4 controller. So I think they were trying to get both audiences, but still try to keep it small. Like once you start playing it for like at least for the next 2 weeks, I would say you probably have it down by then, because your hands will be used to it. And if you go to the PS4 controller, it feels like it's plastic now. It just feels like plastic, like I don't know, like it feels so small now. It's so hard to explain, but like that's the best I can describe it. It's like you're touching paper. But anyways, guys, I just want to say yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys liked it, please leave a like, and subscribe if you like my content. So another thing is this is part 2. No, not part 2. This is my second stories video. Tell me if you guys like it. Maybe there's something I can improve on, or you guys have any sort of, I don't know, maybe ideas. I will be streaming of the time I release this video, which is I'm probably gonna release it pretty late, knowing me, because I have not been able to post that much recently. So anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I want you guys to have a delightful day, I guess. Delightful, not delightful, but good night, afternoon. I forget how I do it. Good night, afternoon. Okay, I can't even remember. Anyways, guys, you just have a good rest of your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video.